Babe, Pig in the City was released in 1998. The film was directed and produced by George Miller, shortly after his film Babe, which was released 3 years prior in 1995. One could label Miller's sequel unsuccessful after receiving many mixed reviews as well as losing over $20 million in the process. However, this wasn't the end of Miller's animal films. In 2006, his movie Happy Feet was released and highly successful. Similarly, Happy Feet 2, the sequel, wasn't nearly as successful as the original. Part of me thinks it would have been in his best benefit to stop with the originals. In order for us to understand his vision, he used mise-en-scène throughout his film Babe, Pig in the City. Mise-en-scène is a French phrase meaning staging or putting on an action or scene. This is everything that goes into the design and composition of the shot. According to our text, Looking at Movies, the design is the process by which the look of the settings, props, lighting, and actors is determined. The composition is the organization, distribution, balance, and general relationship of actors and objects within the space of each shot. All of these things allow us to take into consideration everything presented to us on the screen. The 6 main elements of mise-en-scène are setting, costume, makeup, lighting, expression and movement, and screen, space, and time. One of the main aspects of mise-en-scène seen throughout the film is the lighting. More specifically, the difference in lighting on the farm and in the city. On the farm, the set is naturally lit and bright, whereas in the city, the set is dull and dark. During a scene filmed in the city, Babe goes into an alleyway to distract the dogs so that the monkeys can go and steal the food. This entire scene was filmed in the shadows and in the darkness, which built a sense of suspense and eeriness. This sense of suspense and eeriness is carried out through most of the city scenes. Another main element seen throughout the film is costumes. The costumes that you see during the farm scenes tend to be very simple. They have a lower end feel to them as well. The costumes throughout the city scenes for both animals and humans are much more complex. They also resemble a much higher end feel. When the animals were attempting to escape the pound, Thelonious made everyone wait until he found all of his clothes. This is most likely because he had adapted to his higher end life and felt uncomfortable without clothing, even though he was not a human. Although Babe, Pig in the City didn't do well in the box office, it carries many life lessons for both kids and adults. In an interview with Australian Film Institute, George Miller quotes, "I think probably the most important thing, and at the core of it all, is to really think about a very fundamental thing. Not only how to tell stories, but why to tell stories. What is it in humankind that means we need to communicate or connect to each other through story?" Overall, the film Babe, Pig in the City was a great representation of mise-en-scène, regardless of how it did in the box office.